Welcome, Gemini, to your Astrodice reading for May. Hope you guys are doing great out there. If friends like this, hit that big old like button. Let's get in here and see what's going on with you. This is where I take tarot with astrology and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. Okay, let's get in here and see what's going on. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is in the description area under each and every video. If you guys feel like you are missing a video, there is a playlist. Okay. What do we got? We got some Leo energy first. I seen that right off the bat, going straight into the 8th house with the moon. Okay. Okay, got the moon coming out over here. The moon, your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. Drink with some Leo energy. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on your importance and self-belief. Lion roar. Going straight into that 8th house. 8th house is the realm of profound transformation, shared resources, intimacy, and taboo subjects. And, of course, intense emotions. This brings in psychological shifts, death, rebirth, inheritance, taxes, and secrets. It focuses on emotional intensity and merging with others, representing what is hidden, intense, or beyond personal. Also talks about your shared resources, taxes, finances, legacies, inheritances, and support from others. Also, like what you're going to get, if you're married, right? Your shared resources. That's why it's got the rings there as well. Okay, so let's dig deep over here and see what's going on. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Beautiful. Gemini. And you guys just had that Uranus going straight into your sign, so it's out of my sign. I was Taurus, and I'm like, bye-bye. It was okay for the very beginning, but no, it can go away and never come back in my lifetime. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's not a great way to start over here, guys. That's just talking about feeling like you have some bad luck, talking about that Uranus and Gemini, talking about that shocking, intensing, making you feel like things are not going your way, but yet holding strong to what you need to hold on to. Exploring your subconscious and emotional healing within the 8th house with the 4 of Cauldrons. You could be meditating on something that you're just like, okay, I'm going to hold tight to this, even though I feel like I have a kind of a string of misfortune. So holding on tight to your resources. Clarify on the situation. Start reversed. Feeling like something from your past is making you feel hopeless, disconnected. Feeling like there's a tower coming, or knowing the tower is going to come, holding tight before the tower actually hits, or knowing that you already went through this tower. But with the star to the 4 of Cauldrons, it's kind of like you have this feeling like you're completely disconnected, uninspired. What am I working so hard for when I'm looking for the Ace of Cups? Nothing's going my way. Everything just feels like it's working against you, especially with the star with the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, a string of bad luck, misfortune. Feeling like you might be going through some kind of universal test. Why is the universe testing me so hard right now? Trying to keep that hope and faith alive as much as you can with the Lion, with the Four of Shields, the Four of Coins. It's taking almost everything that you can to keep yourself balanced. Straight into the mid-month. Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords in reverse, Hangman. So it's almost like you're pushing everything that you can out. I do feel like somebody is being very generous, but kind of at the cost of themselves. Knight of Swords in reverse. Burst of recklessness. Impulsive communication, rushing into the situation with a clear plan and logic. It's almost like they're giving to you, but they know that what they're doing, they're expecting something back. Like literally. So they're not doing it from the grace of their heart. They're actually doing it impulsively. But they're gonna pretty much, with the Knight of Swords, it has a really big mouth. And not a nice mouth either. So I would say that they're letting you know. I'm going to give this to you, but I expect you to give this back to me. So this is going to put you in hangman mode, saying, okay, well, hold on a second. I have to see. I'm going to have to take a pause here. I'm going to have to see what's going on over here to this situation. Because you know that you're not in this, that you went through this heavy spot and that you might not be in the right place right now to be needing to give something back to somebody. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you're in a place where you don't have established, and good flow of income, then having them help you out in this situation could actually hurt you more than it's helping you, and they don't seem to care. Knight of Swords in reverse does not care. They're like, this is the way it is. It's kind of like when you go to to get some kind of loan or something from the bank. They don't really care, right? They don't care what your problem is. It's like, this is what it is, and we expect this payment now, right? So it's kind of like, but I feel like it could be a person, it could be a bank, a loan or something like that, but it's something that's fast. They're coming in quick with their actions, but it can also cause some kind of external conflict, because if you're really truly trying to help me out, then why are you making all these limitations? Why are you causing all this conflict? Why don't you help me? So they're not really truly helping you, but yet they feel like they're helping you. Does that make sense? Because they're speaking too hastily, which could lead to this misunderstanding, wasted money. But it's almost like you say you're here to help me, but that's not helping. So it puts you into this place where you need to pause because they're too rash about the situation, put you into limbo. You're going to have to really think about what you're doing and what actions you're actually taking. And Spirit is also saying, if this is you going in to do something, watch your impatience, watch your rashfulness, watch how you're moving too fast. Don't do something unrational. Don't do something that's going to hurt you. Make sure that you're thinking about what you're getting into before you start giving to this situation or taking from this situation. Okay? So take that how it is. Because it's saying no matter what, okay, you're going to have to let go of any kind of expectations to wait for some kind of new perspective to come that quickly. So you're going to have to pause, right? Because otherwise it's going to be too fast. And they may be making you think too fast. And then you're jumping into a situation that can hurt you more. Okay, so make sure that you are, trying to come to a clarifying spot for yourself. Don't try to force anything to the next level, or don't take their help too fast. Okay, either way. Okay, now that we got through that. I really want to make sure I got both areas out though. Nine of Shields in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse to the Knight of Wands. So this is pretty much the transition, guys, at the end of the month. This shows how you're moving away from being superficial in this area and indecisive about what needs to be happening because of the Hangman, right? And you're finding yourself going to become more action orientated, but with that fire. I love it because you're going to use that Leo coming in to say, okay, well, hold on a second. I got this now. I'm coming into a concrete understanding of what it is I really want. I don't want an impulsive move. I don't want to give this to you. I've come to the understanding of what I need to do. Right? Because you had the lack of stability, financial problems, whatever it was, right? In the 8th house. Okay. And then realizing that your independence was, is built on this kind of shaky level over here, and I don't need anybody or anything to shake it up more. So I'm coming to this place of, okay, this is where I can fix the foundations, start rebuilding what it is I need to rebuild. Okay. There is no, thinking that this person's going to help me with all their rules and regulations. It's just rose-colored glasses. I come to the conclusion that I have a better understanding that that kind of wishful thinking was actually hurting because it was not truly real, right? It's what they want me to believe. So definitely there's a turning point. You're narrowing your focus. You're going to be letting any kind of illusions, any kind of things that were stopping you and making you not understand come to reality. Okay. So you're just getting to this point where it's like, okay, you know what? I have this understanding here. Everything's getting back to where it is. So let's do it this way. And you're going to find that answer. You might even have this Knight of Wands, okay, who could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius coming in to help you make this turning point. Not this person, if this is a person, because it's either you or a person, right? But however it is, you could have this person. And this could even be a thought, too, because you're in Hangman mode. So take that how it is. But no matter what, it's going to turn this into a physical action that's actually going to be the volcano that it needs to be of creation, creativity, newfound clarity. So you're not drifting anymore. You're unlocking this massive surge of adrenaline and motivation with the Knight of Wands, where you no longer are wandering around feeling like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, or wondering also how am I going to get this done. It's just boom, here it comes. That, like I said, that Leo is going to really come in handy. You're going to feel like you're clear and you can get rid of the clutter and actually make the right decision. Nice. Very beautiful, guys. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.